So I just finished watching the America's Next Top Model documentary. It took me a while because honestly, I just found Tyra's part in it to be like unhelpful. And I wish they had interrogated Ken Mock more. I feel like we let people say things in documentaries, and I'm like, can you ask them another question? Like, how do they feel now about that decision? Do they think they ruined a young woman's life? Do they suffer from any consequences morally or ethically around those choices? Because the thing about reality television is like, it's always been unethical. Reality television is that it really does range from like, I appreciate that we actually get to hear stories from these people and that they get to live their lives in ways that make other people curious or feel less like whatever it is. I think reality television has a lot to it that it has done in terms of like storytelling and media landscape that other traditional mediums were not doing. I will always credit the Housewives for showing women in their 50s living life in a way that we did not get on scripted television ever. But the ethics of reality television are a completely different thing. And I think that we don't have these conversations in public because they're really messy and there's no right answer. There's only, I don't know, different levels of culpability in the morality of watching. Like, I don't know what it means now to recommend certain Bravo shows because I'm like, yeah, it was fun when I was watching Vanderpump Rules and like nothing had happened yet. There weren't children involved when I was watching it. So like, I think it's weird now to introduce someone to Jax Taylor and be like, yeah, he's going to abuse that woman. Like the girl that you're seeing, like that's the end of their narrative. Like when you're watching it in live time, you don't know. It doesn't feel that way necessarily, but this has been true of reality television forever. And I always think about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and like the irresponsible way that they portrayed a woman who was in a physically abusive relationship who was in danger for her life the entire time. Like, these are messy conversations that we don't have. And so people get really touchy when I bring up the idea of ethically, like, what does it mean to ethically consume any media? But just thinking about like MTV and how much of MTV was built off of like the pain and suffering of women mostly. It's not that men don't suffer in the reality television landscape, but they certainly suffer in different ways. And it's not usually like, I don't know, their abusive relationship being depicted, even lionized in some cases, and the lack of ethics from producers. People laugh about the lack of morality that these producers have to have, but like these are people making choices. So yeah, they work for a company that's encouraging them to make choices. That company also comprised of people. So like I do believe that this is often like a systemic issue, but it's carried out by individuals. And I just want to have a conversation about where like we as the audience fall in terms of what does it mean to consume media that we know was made in unethical ways? And I don't know that there's ever been an ethical reality television show. I don't know what that would even mean.